Great, so guys, we are live. We're back for another backtesting session for today. So hope it's a nice one. I'm going to be backtesting this GBP card ICT. But I had a good trade on GBP card. But I had a problem of entering early, which was a bad one. But the trade ended up hitting TP, so I have to learn how to be patient and sit on my fingers. Sit on my hands when the trade isn't yet in play. So let's do the backtesting session, and don't mind that we are late today because I was busy learning how to configure this border you can see around the camera or the face. We have to evolve and learn more on how we can update the content and so. Alright, so we'll first remove the drawings, then I'll go to the daily time frame. So first off, I can see that on the daily time frame we were having a kind of push to the upside before this drop. Consider we started dropping after taking out this high. This isn't a BOS because you can see how the candles are closing, which means this was some kind of sweep. So we'll see how the next candles close, so which is most likely that we might even drop further. So how does the weekly look like? It's bearish. This week is bearish, and yeah, I think that was all about the daily and the weekly. So going to the 4-hour, what I can see first is that we took out this high, not so strongly, and then we dropped. So here we can mark a shift and then continue to drop. So what levels are we going to mark on the 4-hour? First of all, I can see that we have some sell side liquidity resting here and here. We have these equal lows, which means this is a good level of liquidity that we will be targeting. Sell side liquidity, good. And after that, I can see that we took out this high, which means we can mark a shift on this low, retracement, and then a drop. But I would like to see that on a lower time frame, so I'll go to the 1-hour first of all. But before we go to the 1-hour, on the 4-hour, I think we can mark some important POIs. So first of all, we have this up close candle, this order block. You can see we trade back into it on this move right here, and let's see if you can find some POIs on the lower time frame. So 2-hour, you can see now we have this one, the strong one. You can see we traded back into it on this candle right there, this big OB right there. You can see we traded back into it on the 2-hour. So this is a 2-hour order block, and I'll go to the 1-hour. We're still dropping, so maybe we might expect a continuous drop after all. So what other levels could we mark? From the 1-hour, there's nothing much other than, well, we have these OBs right here, which means we might drop, react to them a bit, then pass through them and continue to the downside. So let's see how this goes. Let's go down to all our time frames on the 30-minute. You can see the sessions, how the sessions are marking themselves. So let's go just to the next day. That's what I want to see. So the next day, you can see that we have previous day low right here, previously high was right there, and you can see that Asian created a range right there, and on the 15-minute can maybe expect to push lower to those equal levels of liquidity below. So first of all, you can see that we're reacting on a small order block right here. This one, you can see we dropped, pushed back into it in Asian session. So let's see how this plays out first off. So first we take out the high. Let's see how this continues. So after taking out the high, you can see that we even continued into some kind of POI. Let's see. So it looks like we have this up close candle will be the next order block. Let's see how it closes there. So what time we are at 3, which means New York has already started, and I still have a bearish bias. So we'll see how it reacts after this. So we also take out the lows, the low of Asia, which means we now, and we also take out the previous day low. Looks like we've got ourselves a shift in structure right here, making us shift bias to bullish. Then we will be targeting this high, I think, or this previous day high. Yeah, let's see how market reacts. So we have a small fair value gap down there. We'll see if it retraces to it. Another fair value gap here at this high. You can see it traced back to it at 7 and then pushed higher. Okay, drop in New York. We haven't taken out this high yet. Okay, now I think we are about to tap into that fair value gap from early on. Okay, now we are in that fair value gap, and when I go to the 30-minute, what does it look like? We have some down close candles here acting as order blocks. And the 45-minute, maybe you would expect to reach into this order block and then continue higher until we take out maybe the previous day high. So let's look at the 15-minute here. Okay, now we drop into the order block, this one right here on the 30-minute. So it swept, shifted, we created this order block, and might be about to turn to the upside. Let's see how this candle closes and then we decide. So the next one starts by pushing higher as a reaction to this OB, which means if we go to the 30-minute, you can see that this order block was being respected, but I don't think we would mark this one, but instead something like here, like this series from this high to this low, which means if you want to take an entry here, you will take it and then target the previous day high. It's still 10, it's 10:11. Let's see if this trade would work out. So target is the previous day high, stop loss is below this low. I'll be risking 1% on that one. And let's start this. Okay, let's play it in 10 minutes. Let's see how it goes. So it went into profit for a bit, then pushed to the downside and stopped us out. Actually, it didn't even go into profit, it was stopped out right away. right away, no delay. Anyways, you can see that we are already heading towards the towards the equal lows that we had marked as our level of liquidity. So maybe we would look for sales instead of trying to catch every move that there is in the market. So first we can see that London took out this high, same as these Asian highs were shifted right here. So retracement to this fair value gap will give us an entry. What does the 15-minute look like? Yeah, you can expect an entry in these kinds of levels somewhere here. So let's wait and see. Push to the upside. Okay, this is what we would like to see. This one would also give us an entry, a sell here. Stop loss of course will be on this candle right there, and our target would be, well, first this is the first sell side, and on the hourly time frame we would also target this low, which was actually taken out. And what else would we target? These lows right there. The sure thing is that we actually have equal lows. Let's see, what if we target these lows right there? We're going to reach there by the end of the day. But how does the 1 hour look like? So 1 hour had also a sweep, took out this high, shifted structure, and then had a retracement into the fair value gap. Maybe we would like to take this entry on the 1 hour, which means our stop loss will be right there and our target will be lower, or maybe at least wait until we reach the midpoint of this fair value gap. Let's take another 1k there. It's the next day. So London session of the next day takes us out immediately. And let's see if we took a small entry on the downside, how would it look like? Well, easy stop out. Anyways, yeah, no worries, we'll keep learning. 1 hour. It looks like we are shifting and creating a market maker buy model. And how does the 4 hour look like? We took out this low, are in this fair value, we are also reacting to this order block. This would actually be nice. Reaction on this order block, we take up this low, and then we continue to push to the upside, which means if we get a retracement into a fair value gap, we would enter and target probably this high or maybe this high, depending on which one has the most liquidity. So two-hour time frame is showing a shift right here after this sweep, and the 1 hour doesn't show retracement to that fair value gap, but we might get it. I'm just basically looking for buys towards this high. Let us see. Okay, we take out the high by some ticks, then we start dropping heavily. This is the next day actually, and if I would go like to the 15-minute, this would be looking a bit clean. So we have Asian highs taken out, shifting structure. Oh, what a good entry here, man. This is a really good entry that we missed out, but no worries. So here there's another breaker, we can enter on this. Let's see. Okay, now this would be another good place to enter on this reaction off of this fair value gap and target some lows right there, maybe like this previous day low. But first I would like to mark that we took out previous daily high, we took Asian high, then we shifted in structure. So I think this would be a good entry. So we have the sweep, and we've got the shift right here. The moment this candle closes below this low, and also here's another shift here, because they also have a major shift right here. This is a shift in structure, but I would like to wait maybe for this order block to be tapped into instead of just entering. Let's see. Okay, well, we created this order block and then tapped into it instead. Okay, but this would surely have been a good entry targeting. Let's see if targeting the previous day low would give us something. So another order block reaction, PM session. Okay, we end up not taking out the previous day low, but it provides good swing to the low, which means if you had a good R on this trade, you would have made some bucks, like maybe 1 to 2 somewhere there. Okay, let's wait for the next day. So next day starts here, Asia session. London pushes straight through, which means this day is probably going to give a continuation to the upside. Let's see how New York will react. So let's go to the 5-minute. You can see that we have some relatively equal highs there, which is a good drawn liquidity. And New York opens after taking out these equal highs, and the 15-minute, I bet the 15-minute looks crazy as well. So we also shift right there. Asian lows next drawn liquidity. Are these some kinds of news? And the retracement, a small retracement into the gap, and then a good drop here, and obviously it will tap into the previous day low. Oh yeah. So how can we leverage this move? Because okay, a pattern I'm seeing is either Asian low or high. If we take out if we sweep on the high or the low, then that means we're going to continue to push higher. But if we break the high or the low, that means it's a kind of continuation, because you can see that here we broke, pushed to the upside. We had this high taken out, which means if there's a drawn liquidity on your direction, then maybe you would find an opportunity to enter. So here you can see that London high taken out, sweep. We shifted right here. The recent entry, fair value gap was here, and then market dropped. How does the 30-minute look like? Very messy. So I don't think maybe there was an entry here, but okay, I think there is some kind of like pattern showing itself every single day. Let's continue and see. So let's go to the next day. Good. So previous day low, we took it out the moment the market opened right there, shifted structure right here, and dropped tremendously. Very unbelievable. And then after the drop, pushed higher. Has London session started yet? Obviously not. So how's London liquidity? So you can see that we dropped into some kind of OB, I don't know. So we had a drop again, took out a low right here, this one, low taken out. Okay, we had a good shift in market structure. I think the previous day high is let's take read. If my entry was here, well, quite a big stop loss, and actually I would be targeting like 1 to 2, but well, we would be late to this one because I wanted to see if we can target the previous day high. So you can see that we end up hitting it as New York session was starting. Okay, not bad. Let's go to the next day. Just want to learn how. Okay, so first the bias. Sorry, this is, shows this a lot now. Trading review has hit stop loss. Two losers today. Anyways, I was saying, I'm so pissed off that my mic was off, but I was saying that these highs were taken out. Let me continue the push to the upside. This big candle there. I think New York is about to start now. And going on the 1 hour, you can see that this was a pretty push to the upside. They think we're about to take out this high as well, which means New York is about to do its thing. So back to the 5 minute. New York is already about to push it to the next draw on liquidity. So it creates a fair value gap. We have a fair value gap there. So we take out a low here at the open, we shift structure, and then we drop tremendously. I sit on your hands, dude, sit on your hands. These prices are something you should never play with. I don't think I had any good trades today. I'm going to go to the silver bullet. Yeah, but the silver bullet I've backtested it multiple number of times. So now let me see, does the silver bullet apply here on GBP card? It's taking a bit to load. Let's go to the next silver bullet now. I want the London silver bullet. Let's see if, if Picard respects it. So this is a crazy one. We start with a push to the upside, and with some crazy wicks we create a fair value gap. I don't need this. Okay, this day doesn't look like an entry day. How about New York silver bullet? So we push to the upside. Let's see how it goes. First fair value gap right there. Let's take preview this and see. Stop loss here. Take profit 1 to 2. Let's wait and see. the nuke is absolutely respecting its, you know, part of the play. Let's see if it hits that, if it takes out that high. Okay, looks like it doesn't hit that high. Let's stop stressing it. We'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, great. So I think we're about to end today's backtesting session. Let's see if we end up taking out the high. Yeah, we didn't, but all we needed for that the silver bullet had been already delivered. You can see that the 1 to 2 would have been provided right there. So silver bullet is a sure thing, really sure thing. By the way, how I really like to backtest the New York silver bullet and EU. So I think I'll try it tomorrow though. New York silver bullet EU. Euro USD 1st June 2023 to 1st June 2025. Yeah, I'll be backtesting New York silver bullet anyways. So that was all for today, and until we meet again, stay safe.